Folks, today's story has taken a massive turn that is going to shake you to the core. Suraj has finally unmasked the corrupt commissioner in front of everyone, but the story doesn't just end there. There was a huge, sinister motive hidden behind everything the commissioner was doing. He deliberately handed over Dada Bhai's case to Isha. Why? So he could kill two birds with one stone. Now, let's break down this entire game. IPS Isha is no rookie either. To catch Dada Bhai red-handed, she has deployed several of her top undercover spies right into Dada Bhai's own neighborhood. These spies are living among ordinary citizens, sending every single piece of information and every move of Dada Bhai straight to Isha. But Isha is completely unaware that she is being used as a pawn. In reality, this commissioner is entirely bought out. He is deeply corrupt, pocketing massive amounts of money from Dada Bhai's enemies. His plan is straightforward. Bring Dada Bhai and Isha face to face so they fight each other and destroy themselves. But as the game progresses, the commissioner realizes that defeating Dada Bhai isn't going to be a walk in the park, and he won't be able to handle this web of conspiracies alone. That is when his eyes fall upon Sahil. Sahil is already a degraded human being who holds a long-standing grudge against Isha. The commissioner couldn't have found a better puppet for his game of chess. He immediately ropes Sahil into his plan. But guys, this case isn't as simple as it looks on the surface. There is a massive nexus working behind the scenes. Akash, Tauji, the minister, and now this commissioner, they aren't working separately. They're all puppets tied to the exact same dark string. And Dada Bhai's eyes are no longer on these small puppets. He's looking for the mastermind, the grand vizier who's sitting behind the curtain, pulling all the strings. Suraj is tracking down every single player in this group one by one and bringing them to justice. And now his next target is the commissioner. But the real twist happens when innocent people get dragged into the crossfire. Out of nowhere, a few local residents come crying and pleading into Dada Bhai's court. With helplessness written all over their faces and tears in their eyes, they fall at Dada Bhai's feet, begging, "Please give us our daughters back. Take as much money as you want in return." Hearing this, the ground slips from beneath Suraj's feet. He has no idea what's going on because he had absolutely nothing to do with this horrific act. But seeing their pain, Suraj cannot hold back. He promises those helpless parents that no matter what it takes, he will find their daughters safe and sound within the next 2 hours. Suraj's mind starts racing, and he quickly realizes that this disgusting trap belongs to none other than the commissioner. The commissioner wants to use the kidnapping of these girls as an excuse to force a confrontation between Suraj and Isha at any cost. Suraj thinks hard, but to save the girls' lives, he's left with no other choice. On the other flip, the news reaches Isha as well, that Dada Bhai himself is coming down to the streets to free the neighborhood girls. Isha feels that she will never get a better opportunity to capture Dada Bhai. She immediately rallies her team, picks up a pair of handcuffs, and says with sheer anger, "If I don't drag Dada Bhai through the streets of Indore and throw him into a jail cell today, my name isn't Isha Suraj Singh." What happened next was something no one could have anticipated. Putting her own life at risk, Isha deliberately walks into the thug's trap and surrenders. The moment Suraj arrives at the scene, all the thugs scatter and flee. In reality, the thugs never intended to harm the girls. Their only goal was to bring Dada Bhai face to face with Isha. Suraj is completely bewildered by the game being played around him. He rushes forward and begins freeing the tied-up girls, one by one. And then, as he reaches out to untie the very last girl, Suraj's hands meet Isha. The moment Suraj frees her, Isha springs up in the blink of an eye and snaps the handcuffs right onto Suraj's wrist. But as Isha looks up at his face, she freezes. Right in front of her eyes, her worst nightmare has come true. Looking past the disguise of Dada Bhai, she sees no one else but her own husband, Suraj. Her heart is filled with love for her husband, but standing right before her is the duty of her uniform. For Isha, nothing matters more than her duty at this moment. When things completely hit a boiling point, Suraj looks deep into Isha's teary eyes and speaks with heavy emotion. Ishaji, if you want to punish me, please do so gladly. But before that, unmask these corrupt officers. Expose the people who are playing this filthy game under the protection of the law. After that, you can send Dada Bhai to the gallows if you want. I will gladly walk to the noose, just so that tomorrow no other wife has to lose her husband, no son has to lose his father, and no sister has to lose her brother because of this dark game. Well, guys, the story has now reached a dead end where the road ahead is incredibly dangerous. After hearing Suraj's words, what will Isha do next? Will Isha and Suraj team up to expose this entire corrupt system and bring down this corrupt group? Or will duty take over, forcing Isha to put Suraj behind bars? What do you think? Is the commissioner truly part of this dark empire, or is there a bigger player hiding in the shadows? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. This was my prediction, but let's wait and see what explosive twists the upcoming episodes bring.